to their house. They made phone calls. Ended up finding how much a Greyhound cost to get back to Baltimore, which was like $25. He gave me some money in my hand, and I took the money. And the type of person I am, I don't unfold the money to see how much money it is. I'll put it in my pocket and I'll look at it later. So I went in there to pay for my ticket, took the money that he gave me out of my pocket to pay for this ticket, and it was like $100 and something odd dollars. And I'm like, hold up, this guy gave me too much money. I went back out to look for him, he was gone. And I was just like, wow. He gave me his number, so when I got back to Baltimore, I called and I said, I made it back safely. Thank you for the extra money. One commitment I made while I was in jail, reading the Bible and everything, I said, I'll get to know Jesus when I get out. I will get to know who he is when I get out of here. I was just taking a random stroll one day, going to the bar to go get my drink, my weed, or whatever, and just go back in the house. But this voice inside of me was like, no, wait, look up. So I looked up or whatever, and I just see this big old sign in front of me say Victory Ministries Internationals or whatever. So I go ahead and look at that or whatever, and I'm like, okay, so what is this? You know? Like, what is this thing? And then the time said, no, go back and check out the times there. I went, I looked at the times. Wow, they have a 5:30 service. What church has an evening service? I never knew of a church that had an evening service.
In the name of Jesus, hallelujah. We pray, Father God, that we would stand every trial, every test that you have us.
She came here searching. She was coming from a life where she had made a lot of bad choices and consequently had experienced a lot of bad consequences in her life. And even though she may not even realize it, she came here looking for change and looking for deliverance.
When I first met her, she was straight off the street. I mean, she was real rough. She was real strong-minded, you know. She was just real street.
But she came in very hard and very defensive and very defiant and really not open to people's love, direction, or affection.
My life made me hard, like really hard. One day, me and God made this connection, and like I swear, I just remember that. And I went back to the cellar where I was sleeping, and I just was like, I'm not going to gangbang no more. I'm not going to smoke no more. I'm not going to drink no more. I'm not going to cuss anymore. I'm not going to do none of this stuff anymore. Like anything that I'm not going to try to kill myself anymore. Anything that you could think of that I was doing, I said I didn't want to do anymore. After that day, I remember going and laying, like I had my flag, I laid my flag down or whatever, and you know, I started reading the Bible. Like I start reading the Bible like every day. I start listening to gospel music like every day. I was like ODing on Jesus because I was like, there's no way that I could feel this way. It feels awesome. I like that. I like that feeling. And ever since then, I just never stopped going to that church. The people I got connected to in church like pushed me to go further than where I was. They were like, you know, you should go get your GED. So the lady in the church were like, yeah, I know this place out in Philadelphia. You pay some money, get your GED that same day. It's like, okay, cool. I got my GED that same day. She wasn't lying. Came back to Baltimore, and then one of the ministers at the church said, why stop there? I said, what do you mean why stop there? I got a GED, I'm fine. I don't want anything else. He said, no, be up at Morgan State University this date and register. Bring me this, and this. I said, all right. I brought him all the information, and the next thing you know, he was like, oh, you have to meet with Joseph Bozeman. And I said, well, why do I have to meet with him? Because you have a record. All right, I met with Joseph Bozeman. He asked me why did I want to attend Morgan State University. I said because I feel like I can be a great asset to this university. I can move forward in my life. I can, you know, make a difference. what was the highest grade, highest level? Do you have SATs? I said, no, I dropped out of high school. Well, you're stupid for wanting to come here. So he said, you really want to come here? I said, yes, why not? He said, okay, well, you need to get me 5 letters of recommendation, and you need to come with me with a letter and statements on how you're going to pay for this school. And I was like, wow, who else have you put through this massive ordeal? So I leave, I go back to my spiritual mother and say, this is what he said. I'm stupid for wanting to come here. She said, he said that? I said, yes, he said that. His exact words.
Maybe at best try for community college because she wasn't going to succeed. And so I went up along with another associate pastor, Pastor Eddie Jackson, and spoke to, I don't even recall his name, but the person who was making the decision as to whether or not she should be admitted. And the one thing that I said, and I believe to this day, and I think by virtue of us even doing this proves what we were saying is true. I said, let me just tell you something. This little girl is going to be somebody. I said, Morgan State University will be proud to say she graduated from here.
And after my mother broke it down, and after the other pastor broke it down, he just was like, okay. Shanna followed me, took me to the admissions office, got my admissions letter saying welcome to Morgan State University, this, that, and third. I was able to register for classes, able to attend access orientation. My first semester as a freshman, I made a 2.5. As a freshman in a university, a 2.5. My second year, I made a 3.0. Me, the one that doesn't have a high school education, made a 3.0. I was happy. I was thrilled. I went to Joseph Bozeman. Hey, my GPA is 3.0. That's awesome. In my freshman year, I was led to start my own organization, Project Dream Foster Kids United. And my fundraising and all the money goes towards care packages to help these children out in a local environment so that they don't feel like they're alone. And I have mentors there to support them as well. January 21st, 2010, I was requested to go to the White House. This month actually was National Mentoring Month. Barack Obama and Michelle Obama had brought up. And at the request of me representing orphans around America, they requested me to represent my organization to go to the White House, to meet Obama, to sit in the speech and to shake his hand. And that was such a humbling and honored experience. I just was like, thank you, God. Like, everything that's happening in my life is like to give God the glory, to give God the praise. Like, you can be nobody, and just to have faith is the size of a mustard seed. It can be turned around, and you can be turned into something really, really awesome. I don't think without me meeting God, I would be where I am now. So I really thank God for everything that's happening in my life. Like, me continuing in my education, and making it a better experience. And every time I have a chance to go tell Joseph Bozeman, the one that said that I'm stupid for coming to Morgan State University, about all the positive things that are going on right now, I look at him in his face with a humbling smile and say, this is what I'm doing. This is where I am at. And I'm just telling you this because I just need you to remember that you need not to tell no other student that they're stupid for anything that they believe that they can do. I lived through it, you know what I mean? And that's I think that's one of the things that people forget to realize, that you're not that anymore. You lived through it. You can do much greater things. You just gotta realize that's what made you stronger in the event that it didn't kill you.